Hey everyone, Travis Robertson, real estate coach, CEO, and founder of Robertson Coaching International, where we help real estate professionals like you create businesses that support your life, not businesses that run your life. Now, today what I want to talk with you about is phase 4 in our 5-part series on the 5 different phases that all of your leads are going to be going through from the time they become a lead to the time they become a past client. So what we're going to be talking about today is client servicing. And remember, every single one of these phases has a question that you're going to have to answer for your business model and for your marketing model. So the question you're going to be answering in phase 4 is, how can I improve my service and communication with my clients? This is where repeat and referral business starts. See, everybody talks about repeat and referral business. Everybody wants repeat and referral business, but this is where it begins. Unfortunately, for most agents, when they sign a new client, you know what happens to their marketing? It stops. Nothing happens. Instead, what I want you to think of is that this is a time to start cranking up your marketing, providing more value, more service, more communication. Why is this so important? See, what is every client's biggest fear, worst fear when working with a real estate agent? When we survey them, number 1 is always this: I'm gonna have to chase down or hunt down my realtor. They're never gonna give me a call. So what a great opportunity for you to go above and beyond, improve that service, deliver beyond their expectations, and get the start of that repeat referral business. So what does this look like? You know, let me ask you a question. Do you tell people about services or experiences that meet your expectation? Of course not. What are the things that you tell people about when the expectations haven't been met, or when your expectations were exceeded? See, people don't talk about, they don't get excited about just those things that meet their expectations. Great example of this, I stay in a lot of hotels. Now, if I were to go to a hotel, what do I expect? I expect the rooms to be clean and I expect the staff to be friendly. Now, let's say I go to a hotel and the rooms are clean and the staff is friendly. Do I then all of a sudden call all of my friends, all of my family and say, hey, guess what? Good news. I'm staying in a hotel where the staff is friendly and the rooms are clean. You know what they're gonna be thinking? What budget motel have you been staying at with a 50-cent vibrating bed that you're excited about a clean room and a friendly staff? Instead, I want to tell you about an experience I had at a Sofitel hotel, a French-owned hotel chain that we had just stayed in first time a couple years ago. And the experience was this: I went into it with the same basic expectations: friendly staff, clean rooms. And when we got there, the staff started speaking French to us, started addressing us as bonjour monsieur, bonsoir mademoiselle. And it was just a fun little clever thing. Nothing that made me want to just run out and tell everybody about it, but it was a nice little change of pace. But what really did it is this: I have to wake up every morning, a lot of times when I'm on the road, at 4:30 in the morning, and I can sleep through an iPhone alarm. So what I do is I call for a wake-up call. Now, are wake-up calls ever pleasant experiences? Absolutely not. They're horrible. And what happens at 4:30 in the morning when I wake up? What's the first thing I need? Coffee, right? I need a hot cup of coffee. Now let me ask you, when you're fumbling around in a room dealing with the coffee pots, you know, it's frustrating and it's aggravating. The coffee's not all that good. Well, about 15 minutes after this wake-up call, I get a knock on the door. And I open the door, kind of surprised to see anybody there. And guess who's standing there? A gentleman with a tray and 2 piping hot cups of coffee on that tray. And he goes, "Monsieur, would you like some coffee?" And I said, "Yes, sir, please bring more." Because what they did is they took a miserable experience, a wake-up call, and it cost them, what, 35 cents, 70 cents to bring 2 cups of coffee. They bring the 2 cups of coffee, and it changes my experience of a wake-up call. Now, would you agree that wake-up calls still suck? Absolutely. But can you make a wake-up call a little bit more pleasurable? You bet. And now, do I measure all of my wake-up calls off of this wake-up call so that when I get a wake-up call at 4 o'clock and I don't have coffee delivered to my room, do you think that that changes my perception of them? Absolutely. Now, here's the benefit to you. In real estate, would you agree that the bar for client servicing sometimes is set so low that it doesn't take a lot to exceed our clients' expectations? Absolutely. So this is what I want you to think about. What are the small things that you can do to improve your communication, improve your service, on those really low bars just to slightly exceed them, but those small things mean a tremendous amount to a group of people who are so afraid that their realtor isn't going to continue to call them back. So this has been phase 4 in our 5-part series. Stay tuned for the next phase where we're going to talk about post-sale marketing and staying top of mind. In the meantime, please feel free to subscribe below. Click the link in the bottom in the description. Visit us online at travisrobertson.com. Any questions you have about this or any of our other videos or any of our services, we'd be happy to help you out. As always, it's my pleasure to serve you. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care. A real estate and training company designer. What did I say? Well, it's interesting. Do we tell people about services or action? I'm just going to do that from now on.